Hello and a very good evening to you, world, all you late night viewers out there. It's author the Meerkat Man, the Mongoose Man here, Grant Malcolm McIlrath, and I thought I'd give you a little treat of the full moon seen from the Meerkat Magic Valley Reserve of the Meerkat Magic Conservation Project out here in Latergansvlei, Oudtshoorn, the Western Cape of South Africa. It's been a very hot day today, over 32 degrees centigrade. You may have already seen the 3 videos I did of the world famous film star Gakulu, Kucholina, Chenorentola, Tsebokolodi. The local dogs are going absolutely crazy this evening because of the moon, and there have also been lots of Canis masomelas, which are the equivalent of wild dogs in some ways. The black-backed jackals also howling in the distance, which are making the local dogs go even more rabid. Yeah, so let's have a little look at that incredible moon. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Tomorrow morning I will be waking up at 3 o'clock, so in a few hours time. In fact, it's Monday the 5th of January 2026, of course, so the first full moon of the new year. I hope you have an amazing year ahead, friends, and I hope you do like and subscribe and join the channel. Look at the PayPal, consider becoming a VIP member, sponsor, and join me for future live streams. Tomorrow, hopefully, I will be seeing the Ungulungu meerkats and their babies, and that will be Meerkat Magic Moments and Mongoose Magic Moments. Yeah, of course, I'm here at the Meerkat Mansion Research Base. It's a beautiful evening, solar panel lights around the base. Of course, porcupine and ant bear, mongoose, meerkat, small grey mongoose. Many, many animals walk past the house every single day and night. And I've got IP motion detecting cameras all over the place. Hello out there, hope you're having a good evening. I just thought I would show you the full moon coming to you live from South Africa. Good evening to you. Good to see you out there. I appreciate your visit. Thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Look at that light. Yeah, stunning. I just thought I had to share this, the first full moon of 2026. Good to see you out there. Yeah, hello everybody. Lovely to see you. It's been a wonderful day today. Yeah, I put up 3 new short videos of our beautiful film star, the most famous yellow mongoose, Synictis penislata, on the planet. Yeah, she really is famous. And of course, I've been following her since November 2018, and her family since 2008. So tomorrow morning, if all goes well, just after sunrise, we'll still be seeing the moon, and I will get some videos of it with the sunrise and the baby meerkats. Really looking forward to it. Thanks out there for your likes. I appreciate it. Yeah, as you can see, there's a bit of a cloud bank, but we can see the stars out as well. Let's have a look at the southern hemisphere Milky Lane view. Ooh. That car is many, many kilometers away, and yet I can hear it from here. It's amazing how sound travels in this valley. Too much light pollution with the moon at the moment. Maybe I'll do some night views of the high 5, as some people call. There goes somebody traveling late at night. It's very rare here to even see vehicles. In an hour, you might not see any. Over a day, sometimes there's nothing, or in a remote area. Of course, as I've mentioned, the dogs are not at all happy about the moon. I'm jealous of your remoteness. Yeah, man. Well, come out. Yeah, I'm very fortunate to be out here. I must say, I chose this area because it is so remote. It's basically a pioneer area that I've created the reserve in. And that's, of course, where most of the wild animals are. They don't want to be around all the developed areas. And that's why the Meerkat Magic Valley Reserve is way out. Oh, that dog is very unhappy, and I do apologize for that terrible soundtrack. But yeah, usually it's very peaceful, but the moon does set them off because of the black-backed jackals. For those who've just joined the stream, and thanks for your comments, please do sound off where you're watching from. I'll just give you a little walkabout. There's no ways I would be walking out here at night without any light, incidentally. The area is full of potential hazards if you are not aware of them. Of course, it's a lovely warm night, so the snakes, our snake friends, are out in full force. But as I like to say, they're all just trying to make a living. As long as we are aware of them, they leave us alone. Oh, that dog is definitely wanting to become a film star for all the wrong reasons. All right, there the moon is starting to creep away under the clouds. Wisconsin, US. Hey, yeah, that's that's morning over there, isn't it? So yeah, quite bizarre. Tomorrow morning, in a few hours' time, I'll be out watching the meerkats. I'm sure you out there who are meerkat fans will have seen a Meerkat Manor, which is from my original site up in the Kalahari Desert, where I was working back in 1993 for 7 years. We did many films on the meerkats up there. Sir David Attenborough has also visited our site up there. It's very famous. Yeah, National Geographic with Nick Stringer. We did Meerkat Madness back in, I think it was 2001. And then, since then, Meerkats and Natural World with Simon King. And then Discovery Channel, Meerkat Adventure with myself and Nigel Marvin. Anyway, just a few of the bigger ones over the years. In this video, an Australian man does his daily prayer towards the... Hey, great. I'm on my little device here, so I apologize reading your comments. It's a bit tricky in this light, but I do appreciate them. I do see you out there. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, for the likes. It's good to be connected. We're all on the same rock, as I like to say, spinning around the molten orb. Isn't it quite bizarre? And here you're busy watching a live stream of the moon rising above the horizon. I love seeing it when it's above the Stone Dojo gym, the martial arts dojo, which I built over the years. You won't see it now. It's too dark. Well, you can actually see the shape. It's a pyramid of rocks up on the rise there. Yeah, it's pretty famous as a landmark in the area as well. If you do a Google map search for the Stone Dojo gym, you'll know exactly where I am right now. Yeah, it's a few hundred meters away from my house. Anyway. Finally the dogs are quietening down. Now you get to hear what it's like. The crickets. There's quite a nice cooler breeze coming through. Today was just scorching hot. It was quite difficult to be out there. I wonder if we can make that out. That is Crux, C-R-U-X, the Southern Cross. I can make it out there. Oh, there we go. It's not great. You can see what they call the pointer stars. It looks almost like a kite. Can you see that? And if you take the pretty much XY axis 2.5 times across and drop a line to the south, it's pretty accurate. That's where it gets the name Southern Cross. And inside the Southern Cross, for those astronomers out there, is one of the blank areas through the Milky Lane called the coal sack, like a sack of coal. And through that is the Tarantula Nebula. And you can actually see it with a fairly underpowered telescope. And the 2 pointer stars. And then the Southern Cross. Anyway, light's not great because of the moonlight there. I mean, look at that. Once it gets through the clouds in a few moments' time, I'll just leave the stream on for now. Let's see. 2:30 p.m. Central US time. Oh, wow. I've got friends from all around the world. I do enjoy hearing where they are. New Zealand, England, Australia, Japan, California, as I like to say. Yeah, beautiful. Welcome. It's always a pleasure to connect. Oh, I'm loving that. So, before much longer, Elon Musk, also a fellow South African, born in Pretoria. I was only 30 kilometers away from his birthplace, in fact. I grew up around Johannesburg before going off to the northwest of South Africa next to the Namibia and Botswana border. From 1993, when I qualified as a professional nature conservationist and started work with Cambridge University, Britain, a large animal research group, and Pretoria University, again, birth city of Elon Musk. The reason I say that is, of course, lunar base. Can you believe it? One of these fine days, we're going to be looking up there and there will be people looking back. It's quite bizarre, really. Amazing. And here I am out in South Africa in this remote area, and yet we're all so connected. It's wonderful. Yeah, and of course the Meerkats are too. For those who haven't seen it yet, please do check out the live stream from before Christmas. It's the first in history, in fact, and I'm not making that up, of wild meerkats and their 4 babies coming up on a live stream. And it was the first time I saw all 4 babies. The day before I saw 3 babies, and I was like very excited. I managed to get a live stream the next morning just after sunrise. Super to see. That was almost an hour, that live stream. Anyway, I'm currently improving the technology here. We're going to have IP cameras all around the reserve, and then you should be able to log on to the different burrow cameras. Yeah, for those who've seen this, this is the fire pit. I like to keep things very primitive here. So yeah, that's the fire pit. And hello out there, look at that. Such a lot of light here tonight. All right, we'll get some white noise now that the dog is finally kept quiet. Welcome to my world. It is in fact very quiet tonight. Usually we have a lot of frogs calling, but we're in a drought. It's been incredibly dry over the whole year. In fact, the reserve river is almost completely dried up. Fortunately, we've got 6 boreholes around the property with solar panels, and they keep the wildlife watering features I've got here replenished. So yeah, right now there are mongooses sleeping inside these tubes that myself and Alessia Torchini from Italy and her daughter Astia Chili have created. You might recognize these for those who follow my channel. Today, the film star Gakulu was actually resting in there. Yeah, hello out there world. For those who are just joining the stream now, let me show you the view. You can see my shadow, of course. And then, let's just have a little zoom in. Probably have another few minutes, and then those clouds will be out of the way. It's a beautiful clear sky tonight, except for that. Yeah, Africa indeed. Hey, thanks for your question. I'm just checking the comments coming through now. Yes, this is the Meerkat Magic Valley Reserve in South Africa, in the Western Cape, near Cape Town, the Western Cape area. And in fact, we're about 400 kilometers away, but it's still close to Cape Town, in a place called the Little Karoo, Plain Karoo. The easiest is just to do a Google map search for the Stone Dojo Gym. Stone dojo, like Japanese dojo, place of the way. Yeah, it's a martial arts dojo. Yeah, if you check that out, you'll know the location of my reserve. It is a private reserve, but it's specifically for protecting the meerkats and the mongoose species and other digging animals in the area. Right, lots and lots of videos. In fact, yesterday I uploaded 13 videos of the meerkats and the mongooses just from what was happening there. Cool, man. I am from what? Alaska. Wow. Near the Arctic wildlife. Wow, that is fantastic. Thanks for that comment. Hey, big shout out to you, friend. Thanks for joining. I love being connected to everyone out there. Hey, big shout out, big ups to you. Yeah, not too much longer, and that moon's gonna come out. Let's just see if we can zoom into some of these stars, even though I should come out here and do a live stream on a totally pitch black night, which I will do. Yeah, let's have a look. You can see a sprinkling of stars, the dog starting up again over the road. Not enjoying having the moon. All right, we're going to go back for another little walk past the house. Yeah, those dogs are super, super annoyed. The black-backed jackals, which are basically wild dog equivalents out here, have been howling and howling and howling, just like wolves do with the moon. It's not an exaggeration, they really do it. Ah, wow, it's almost completely covered by clouds now. Yeah, but there's a bit of a breeze. Those clouds are going to dissipate quite soon. That's fantastic. So, Alaska. Oh. Feel free to comment on any of the videos on the channel, incidentally, because I do go through and check community comments, and then I will post answers. And if there's something you'd like to see on the channel, more about meerkats and mongooses, just let me know. I might be doing some night walks with cameras in the future to go and see the porcupine. Yeah, we've got lots of porcupine living here. Beautiful creatures out here. I'm talking about really wild animals here. But because they've got to know me over decades in the area, the animals basically accept my presence as long as I'm very careful to make the sounds that they recognize. And of course, I've done a lot of videos on NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. Yeah. Are there any leopards there? Oh, yes. Very good question. In fact, just 150 meters from where I'm standing right now towards that direction now, which is in fact, let me just get the bearings for you. Northwest. Yeah. We are part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site of the Swartberg or Cape Floristic region. Swart is in fact, Swart means black in Afrikaans, which is a widely spoken language out of the dozen official languages in South Africa. But the Great Black Mountain Range is part of the Cape Floristic Kingdom. So we have the Cape leopards here. Yeah, still Pantheropardus. Very, very secretive, but they are definitely here. This place is absolutely packed full of wildlife, and most people never get to see that. And that's why they're still here, because they're incredibly secretive creatures. Leopards and all the other animals here. There are dozens and dozens of different mammal species in the area, many of which have adapted to the semi-desert ecosystem in the Little Karoo, which has an average rainfall of 80 to 150 millimeters only in an entire year. And they are digging mammals, the fossorial mammals. And that's in fact why I'm in this area. It's an ancient riverbed system. So from the Great Black Mountain Range, we actually have a river. I call it a wildlife corridor all the way to the mountains, which have snow on the mountains in the winter months, sometimes the summer months. Are there any leopards there? Yes. All right. Yeah. It is good. It is good. A bit of light pollution now with the moon, but let's have a look around. Yeah. The Southern Cross is really the one to watch out for. Most people will know it in the Southern Hemisphere. I mean, we don't get Ursus Major out here, Big Dipper and all the rest, but that's very, very clear over there. Those are the two pointer stars, not the light pollution below it, right there. Can you see them? I'll just zoom in a bit. Okay, the two pointer stars, as they're called, and then you take a line up from that, and it looks almost like a kite. 4 stars there, and in fact, you zoom into that. I was mentioning earlier on the stream, you get the coal sack, and through that, basically a window or dim area in the Milky Way is the Tarantula Nebula. It's amazing to think about it. If we could zoom in now with a decent scope, we'd be looking at that nebula. Stunning. Anyway, back to the moon for now. For those who are joining here, don't know what's going on here. Yes, saw them. Ah, fantastic. Yeah, so the leopards, I've had people doing the research on the leopards, Cape Leopard Trust, actually coming to visit me and the Meerkats many, many years ago, maybe back in 2008. And they told me about them. They use camera trap systems. So you may know these if you know a bit about wildlife research for observing really remote areas with secretive creatures. It's a very low impact kind of study, and it's very beneficial. You can put camouflage cameras that are set on timers, and anything that goes past them triggers the motion sensor during the day or night. So we've been able to document, I say we, researchers in the area, other fellow scientists, there's a very good population of Cape leopards in this area still. And of course, baboons too. The Chacma baboon, Papyrus sinus. So there's a healthy population of them. In fact, sometimes they even sit up on top of the stone dojo. Yeah, I love that. Do you think that all of those stones have actually attracted the attention of a wild baboon male, specifically? Many years ago, but that was when it was first built. They're obviously curious, and they came all the way across onto the reserve and sat up on the dojo. I loved it. Every time I go there now, I just think, hey, a baboon was sitting up here where I sit as well to observe the area. Anyway. All right, my friends, I'll stop the stream for now. Thank you so much for joining. And I need to hit the sack. Tomorrow's up 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm heading out to the Meerkats. Yeah, cool. We have predators like wolves and bears. Oh, yeah, fantastic. Ursus horribilis. Grizzly bear. I love that name. What a funny scientific name. It's so expressive and so erroneous. But anyway, yeah, love the wolves. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you again. Just check out the channel. I post daily. All right, all the best, friends. Until next time. Thanks for joining. Sorry for the dogs barking. Polar bears too. Ah, yeah. Wow, fantastic. That is wonderful. Yeah. I can't even believe how cold it is up there compared to where it is here. We get temperatures sometimes hitting over 50 degrees centigrade. All right, those dogs are going ballistic with the moon now. All right, everyone. Stay safe, stay well until next time, which will be tomorrow. All the best.